This program is brought to you by the partners and friends of Anthony Trice Ministries.
How you deceive yourself? By not being honest with yourself. If you got some issues, just admit it. Don't be in denial like you got together. So if you got stuff going on in your heart and mind, just admit it to yourself and let God know, Lord, take this stuff out of me.
So we allow what God never gave us, and that's the spirit of fear.
Let's get into the Word with Dr. Anthony L. Trice.
You lose your mind no matter how shapely you are. Oh God. You lose your mind no matter how handsome you are. No matter what car you gonna drive, what type of house you do, how much. You lose your mind on money, it don't matter how much money. Look at that girl killed herself. Billionaire. Dead. Something came in her mind. And it possessed her to kill herself. Had nothing to do with money. Had nothing to do with success. Watch this. How you think affects how you behave. How you think affects your behavior. So if you act a certain way, that's just because how you think. You cannot separate how you think from how you behave. Watch this. Your life will go in the direction of your thinking. So if your life is going a certain way, it's because that's how you think. Change your thought, change your life. If you want your life to change, you got to change how you think. You can be saved, sanctified, speak in tongues, fire baptized, going to heaven, but if you don't get your mind straightened out, you're going to live a life of defeat. I'm going to work this way. As a man thinketh, so I said, you can be saved and love God and go to heaven when you die, but on earth you can live in hell because of how you think. If you are a man and you think negative about women, oh God. If you are a woman and you think negative about men, oh God. How do you think? How do you look at money? Do you look at money as evil? You never had none. God told the children of Israel, he sent out 12 spies, right? 2 of them came back with a positive, 10 came back with a negative. But this is what God said in the beginning before when they went over there. I have given you the land. I've already given it to you. Then God allowed them to go out and spy out the land because God wanted them to see what he was about to bring them into. Listen to this. God would expose you to certain things to impact your mind. Listen, if God gonna give you a house, he would allow you to go out to start looking at the house that you want to change your thinking. It can be whatever it is. That's why I love going to different countries and going and experiencing other people's cultures, because it does something to my mind. So God allowed them to go and start the land, and when they came back, the grapes were so big, so humongous, so huge, they had to carry it on a pole with 2 people. So God was trying to expand their thinking. He was trying to change their mindset. He was trying to shift their mentality. But this is what they came back with. 2 of them said we can take it. The other one, 10, said we grasshoppers. All right. They had a grasshopper mentality, and as a result of thinking small, they was not able to possess the land because their mind could not grasp it. There are some things that God is holding back from you because your mind can't handle it. And if he release it before your mind is right, you're not going to do what you're supposed to do with it. Especially money. Especially marriage. Why would God let you get married, your mind messed up about men? Or your mind messed up about women? God ain't finna give you no spouse, because you ain't gonna do right. Or you wounded, or you hurt about something. Y'all acrimony, did y'all see that? Look at all them years that passed by, and she was jacked up. Fine as wine. jacked up. And see, the man, and I'm going to deal with men in a minute, man, the best thing to do if you ain't ready to marry no woman, leave her alone. You got to say that. You don't be talking about high. No, leave her alone. Can we go out? No, you ain't ready for no woman. So why are you even entertaining that? Because women love hard. You smile at a woman, she think you ready to marry her. If you ain't ready to walk down the aisle with a woman and say I do and take care of her, leave her alone. And the mistake that he made in that movie, he knew he didn't have nothing to offer her, and she spent over $350,000 on that food. He knew he was playing on her, and she became bitter toward him. You got to say that. As a man thinketh, if you don't change your mind, you're not going to win in life. Oh, God saved you.
Amen.
I don't care how saved you are. Salvation is awesome, it's wonderful. You can have eternal life by getting saved, and you're going to heaven by getting saved. But what are you doing on earth? Whose life you impacted? Are you winning down or are you losing? It's based on your mind, because everything starts with your mind. The battleground is the mind. That's why when you join the military, you go into the army, the first thing they start doing is working on your mind. How they work on your mind? They say you get naked. Oh, they strip you of your clothes, they cut off your hair, they take your underwear, and we want you to put on our uniform. The first thing they start doing is reprogramming your mind. Then the next step, they take you through a rigorous training to get you ready for war. Well, God does the same thing. Some stuff we not ready for. Because of how we think. And if you get it before time, you're going to squander it. And that's what the story about the prodigal son was. He got too much too soon. The inheritance was for the first son. He was the second son, so he never was supposed to get that inheritance. And he got it, and he squandered it on righteous living. Because his mind wasn't right. You know why some of us broke? Because you ain't ready for no money. Because you're selfish. Oh, God. You ain't gonna like me today. Security. You ready for no money? Because you're too selfish. You're not going to honor God. You're not going to push his righteous cause. It's just going to be about you. Especially if he give you a whole bunch of money. You ain't ready for no money. You're too selfish. That's the prodigal son problem. I mean, the rich young ruler. He said, Jesus, I want to go to heaven. What must I do? He said, go and sell everything. He went away sad. You know why? Because his money was his God. Mindset. Change your thought, change your life. And you know why it's taking so long for God to bless you? Because it's taking so long for you to change your mind. 2 million people left Egypt. Only 2 made it to the promised land because God couldn't change their mind. A lot of times you stay in stuff longer than God intended because of your mindset. And see, being honest is very important. Being honest with yourself. Acknowledging where you really at. Y'all talk to me because you can lie to yourself. And you can think you more than what you are. When a man think he stand, take heed lest he fall. All right. As a man thinking, so you keep pondering on something. You keep focusing on your problem. Yeah, you're depressed. People that's depressed is because they sit back and ponder on something that they can't do nothing about. You have to learn how to let go and let God. And we are control freaks, and that's why we hold on. And that woman in acrimony held on. She didn't let go, and it moved her from bitterness to resentment to murder. It's just a mind thing. The Bible tells us how to think. Let me pull this up on my phone real quick. Philippians 4:8. This is what it says. Give me 1 second. Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, this is how we should think. Whatsoever things are honorable, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatever things are lovely, whatsoever that's commendable, if there is any excellence, if there is anything worthy of praise, think on these things. So the Bible tells us how to think. But how many know this is not easy? It's not easy for us to think about positive stuff because we are surrounded with negativity. Romans 12:2 says this, be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. How do you change? By changing your mind. If you don't change your mindset, if you don't renew your mind, you'll never change. You are responsible for renewing your own mind. But a lot of us too busy to spend time with God, so that's why our mindset is the way it is. Your mind has to be renewed. When you renew something, it means you constantly change it. So as long as we're on this earth, we got to constantly change how we think. Somebody say you got to change your mind. When you change your mind, you change your life. This word transformation is a word that comes from metamorphosis. Just like a caterpillar go from a caterpillar to a butterfly. So there has to be a change, and you won't change. You can't change till you change your mind. We can have a certain mentality about certain things, and that mentality can keep you off track with God. You'd be surprised at people that believe stuff that ain't in the Bible. I don't believe in hell. That's why you're going. Hold on. You cannot believe in heaven without believing in hell. You can't believe in heaven without believing in hell. Watch this. If you've never been to Hawaii, you can say I don't believe in Hawaii. That don't mean it don't exist. You just ain't never been. But it's a real place. Heaven and hell is a real place. Somebody going just ain't me. So for you to say ain't no hell, something wrong with you. Because when I read the Bible, it says that the wicked shall be cast into hell, and every nation that forget God. So I'm trying to get you to understand how you can believe something and think something that it ain't true. Watch this. You know how I know you don't believe it's a hell? Because of how you live. If I believe it was a hell, I'll live right. And keep from going. Luke 16. I want you to see this. Luke chapter 16. It's a mind thing. You can be fine, you can be handsome, you can have money, you can have a car, you have degrees, and your mind can still be messed up. Because the only thing that gets your mind straightened out is renewing it. And the only thing that can change your mind is the Word of God. Somebody say amen. Amen. Okay, Luke chapter 16. Read.
There was a certain rich man.
Now he was rich because he had a rich mentality. He was rich because he had a rich mentality. People are rich because they think rich. People are poor because they think poor. You say what you want to say. Gotta do what you're being saved. You're poor because you think poor. You're rich because you think rich. Read.
Which was clothed in purple and fine linen.
The Bible says he was clothed in purple and fine linen.
And fared sumptuously every day.
He lived good every day. Read.
And there was a certain beggar named Lazarus.
He was a beggar because he had a beggar's mentality. And he was saved and he went to heaven because you keep reading, he went to Abraham's bosom. It was a mind thing. It was all in his mind. And it's a lot of stuff in our mind that the devil is planning that ain't gonna never happen. And the battleground is the mind. The devil is constantly bombarding my mind with something crazy. Am I the only one? Constantly, something crazy. Rob a bank, you know this the devil. The devil would never tell you to do what's right. So some crazy stuff coming in your mind, you know good and well that's the devil. The Bible says cast down imaginations. Images that come in your mind. And is the knowledge of God. And that's where the struggle is at. It's in your mind. Somebody say amen. The Bible says God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of love, power, and watch this. One translation says a disciplined mind. In order to overcome Satan's attacks, you got to discipline your mind. I'm telling you, I can look at something, like say something come on TV, like they have a zombie come on TV, like they try to promote a movie or something, and I'll be going to my basement and cut the light off, and an image of something following me. And I have to tell myself, devil, you're a liar. I'm running up the steps. Because the devil brings something in your mind. The mind is powerful. I'm telling you, the devil will torment you in your mind if you don't renew your mind. Something happened 30 years ago, it keep coming to your mind. That's the devil that was 30 years ago. You tormented, can't sleep, you agitated, you sensitive to everything somebody say to you and do to you because you're not healed because something has affected your mind. Read.
Which was laid at his gate full of sores.
He was a beggar, so he lay at the rich man's gate full of sores.
And desiring to be fed with the crumbs which fell from the rich
You know what
man's
his
table.
problem was? He had a crumb mentality. How do you know he had a crumb mentality? Because he desired the crumbs. When you desire something, that's something deep within. So his desire was just to have crumbs. What you mean? Why can't have a whole meal? Why can't have a whole loaf? He just wanted crumbs. And guess what? That's what he got. And if all you want out of life is crumbs, that's what you're going to get. You'd be surprised people got a poverty mentality. People narrow-minded. They think small. They got God in a box because if he don't do it this way, then he ain't going to do it. Well, guess what? You can't put God in no box. God's going to do it how he want to do it, and he's not going to do it till he get ready to do it. And you might well sit down and shut up and relax.
Amen.
And you can get ahead of God if you want to. And I am amazed at folk that keep going through the same thing that they don't learn nothing. Oh, God. Read.
Moreover, the dogs came and licked his sores.
Moreover, the dogs came and licked his sores. So he got comfort from a dog.
Wow.
Didn't have nowhere to stay. Sick in his body. Didn't have a full meal. And only got comfort from a dog.
My Lord.
And you got a lot of church people think like that. They got poverty mentalities. They full of listen, the church has changed. I get up here every Sunday and keep on talking about how we used to do it. Now, the danger with that is that we still gotta live holy, and we got to have a balance, and we can't be compromising because compromising is taking over our churches. But it's a thin line with that because of the mindset of people. People ain't wearing big hats no more, and long skirts and tamarines. They ain't doing it no more. People barely coming to church because they ain't got time. So I'm only going to be a part of the church if it's convenient for me. So you can sit back and not get involved with social media, and the church world going to pass by. I'm just being honest. Because you stuck. And we have to understand, you have to know when to shift something, when to change something. My job is to preach the word of God, and if it get in your heart, you will change. Because I can preach all day. If it don't get in your heart, you ain't going to change. So I'm not going to be wore out. I'm not going to be stressed out. I'm going to be on vacation. That's my mindset now. I'm going to give you the word, and I'm going to step back, and you have to do it. I can't do it for you. Some stuff used to bother me when I first started pastoring. It don't bother me no more. It ain't that I'm not concerned. I just realized you ain't concerned. Why should I be worried about you going to hell when you ain't worried about going to hell? So I've grown, I'm mature. I've learned the more excellent way to pastor people. I'm going to give you the word, and I'm going to make sure I'm living right, and I'm going to keep it moving. This is God's church. You are God's people. You don't belong to me, so I'm going to give you the word, and I'm going to live right and keep moving. That's why I am. Took me 15 years to get here. That's why I am. You don't care? Okay. I can't say I don't care, but why should I be stressed out over you? When you first joined, I already told you what we expect out of you. I told you what we're looking for. I told you how we run this church. So what you don't get? It's a mind thing. So Lazarus went to heaven, but on earth he lived in hell because of how he thought. It's in your mind. St. John chapter 5. How do you think? Do you think good? Or do you keep thinking bad? You're positive? You have a positive mindset or a negative mindset? Well, however you think, it spills over into your life. It spills over into your marriage. It spills over into how you conduct yourself and how you act and how you do with your body. We eat the way we eat because that's how we think. And one of the most challenging things to do is to eat right, exercise. It's hard. It's hard. And if you don't change your mind, man, you're going to be sick and you're going to die before your time. And you're going to be full of diseases. If you don't change your mind. And you can't change what you eat and how you see your body until you change your mindset. And is it easy to exercise? No. Is it easy to eat right? No. But it's not an excuse. Because a whole bunch of folks that died before their time and they say the Lord took him. The Lord didn't take you. Too many soda pops. Too much bacon. Too many pies. Too much candy. Stuff will kill you. Is it easy? No, not easy. That stuff is killing us. You are what you eat. Come on, St. John 5, verse 1 through 11, read.
After this, there was a feast of the Jews.
Read.
And Jesus went up to Jerusalem.
Jesus went up to Jerusalem.
Now there is at Jerusalem, by the sheep market, a pool.
A pool. Somebody say a pool. A pool. Just imagine a swimming pool. Read.
Which is called in the Hebrew tongue Bethesda.
And Bethesda means house of mercy. How many know God is merciful? Amen. And God don't give us what we deserve. Thank God for that. Amen. Read.
Having 5 porches.
But some people take advantage of God's mercy. You doing wrong and ain't nothing happened to you yet, you gonna keep on doing wrong? You taking advantage of God's mercy. Read.
In these lay a great multitude of impotent folk.
Around this pool lay impotent or lame or halt or crippled folk. Read.
Of blind halt.
Some folks was blind. They couldn't see. Some folks was halt. They ain't had no limbs.
Withered.
Some of them, their hands and stuff was shriveled up. Read.
Waiting for the moving of the water.
Waiting. They was waiting for the move of the water. Water symbolizes the Spirit. So they was waiting on a move of the Spirit. How many waiting on the move of the Spirit? Amen. Guess what? You can't move until the Spirit moves. And if you move before the Spirit moves, you're going to crash. Amen. Watch this. Your experiences should make you more cautious of certain things. I'm amazed at folk who go through stuff and they still not cautious or they don't take precaution. Somebody stuck a pistol up to my head when I was in the world. Even though that was 30 years ago, I'm still cautious of the fact that somebody will rob you. So when I'm out, I don't be on my phone coming in my house. That means I ain't cautious. If I've been married 10 times, now I'm not making light of it, but I'm just saying, you've been married 10 times, I don't know about the 11th. If I didn't caught a venereal disease, I ain't gonna be too quick to sleep around with nobody. And if you are, that means you haven't learned. If I don't have no money saved, and I can't get nothing done, I'm going to be very cautious on how I manage my money. Amen. You got to say that. We're not conscious of nothing because we don't learn nothing. We just keep going through the same old dumb stuff. And now you 13, you were 13, so now you 33. you still doing and experiencing the stuff you experienced when you were a teenager, now you're a grown woman or a grown man. You know nothing. And watch this, I'm going to tell you what God will do. He will allow you to keep going around the same old mountains until the light come on. And if the light never come on, he'll let you die in that state. They say God don't fail. I beg the difference. He failed to change their mindset in the wilderness. 2 million people. 2 of them only made it to the promised land. So that means you cannot change their mindset. Think about that. God could not change their mentality, so they died in the wilderness. So you keep going through the same stuff, and you have not learned the ins and out of what you're going through. You're going to keep going through it until you get tired. Have you noticed you couldn't get saved until you get tired of what you're doing? You ain't saved because you ain't tired. You ain't been whooped enough by the world. Read.
For an angel went down at a certain season.
Watch this. Everything with God is timing. The angel or the angelic being or the supernatural being came down at a certain time. God moves in times and seasons. Season means time. So it came down at a certain season or a certain time, and if your mind ain't right, you'll miss God every time he come down. Because he don't come in a form of how you think he ought to be. You remember the story where the town was flooding out, and they told everybody to evacuate, and they even do it now. A storm is coming, leave your house. But we going, now I'm going to nail and I'm going to go in the basement. No, they said evacuate. But we so attached to stuff, we can't let go. So the town was flooding, the water was rising. So the man said, I'm waiting on God. So he went on top of his roof, and they came through with a helicopter. Said, come on, man, you going to try? He said, I'm waiting on God. They came through with a said, come on, man, now I'm waiting on God. The helicopter came down and said, hey, come on, man, come on. I'm waiting on God. He missed God. God didn't come.
The way he wanted to be.
You can't tell God how to bless you. You can't tell God who you gonna marry. You can't tell God what you gonna give. Read.
Into the pool and troubled the water.
In order to get delivered, in order to get healed, you had to jump in the pool at the right time. When the water was troubled. Or when the Spirit was moving. Read.
Whosoever then first, after the troubling of the water, stepped in, was made whole of whatsoever disease.
Somebody say first. Most of us are used to playing catch up. We always coming from behind. You ever seen it like in sports? A basketball team can be 20 points ahead, and you trying hard to come back. It's too late. And the Bible tells me that we are the head and not the tail. So that means I should be out front or in front or first. Oh, y'all talk about this. And most of us, watch this, when God bless us, we only can use the blessing to try to catch up. God want to bring you to a place where when you get blessed, it pushes you further ahead. So when you get blessed, it's really don't do nothing for you because you're already behind. That's what the Bible said. The blessings of the Lord make it rich. It only make rich when you get blessed. It pushes you ahead. But it's really not rich to me because I'm still playing catch up. So I don't care how much money God give me, I owe.
Thank you for watching today's broadcast. If ever in the St. Louis area, please come visit our North Campus, located 7200 West Florissant, St. Louis, Missouri, 63136, or give us a call. We would love to hear from you at 314-659-8522. For more information on how to get connected, write to us or visit us online at anthonytrice.org. And we thank you for your continued support.